I'm trying my best to get off the crack, okay? I have been on crack for a minute now.
Do you know why you're here?
I'm here for the same reason you is, man. I want some crack.
What's up, fam? Welcome back to the channel. So a lot is happening out here in the news, and I know a lot of things aren't being broadcast on mainstream media. So that's why I try to bring these items to you. These things are still happening, and a lot of you may not have seen the other video, me talking about these banks and what's happening to them, and also a lot of retail going away. So there's a lot of deserts being formed. Let's get into it. I'm glad you guys stopped by today. While you're here, take a moment to hit that like button and give this video a good watch, because things are getting worse as the year goes on, and we're almost done with 2024. What can we expect next year as well? Will it get even worse? So this particular bank and other banks are shutting down. The bank announced, this bank, U.S. Bank, announced the closing of 23 branches this year, in addition to branch closings by Wells Fargo, Capital One, and Bank of America are among those that are shutting their doors. So I'm going to go down the list of the banks and the different states where these banks are shutting down. And then I also have the story on the retail that is closing down, because many of you guys have been asking, is a Walmart closing again, or what else is closing? So I'm going to go down that list because a lot of you are new to the channel. Let's get into the banks first, and then we'll get into these other stores. And if you're seeing this hat on my head, it's because your girl twisted her hair last night. I'm trying my best to get off the crack, okay? I have been on crack for a minute now. And when I say crack, I mean the white stuff that come in the jar that relaxes your hair. So I know some of y'all probably were thrown off by me saying that. But anyway, let's get back to the banks and get serious for a moment. Arkansas had a location at 115 Highway 64 West, Alma. The residents may not have to worry too much, they say, though, as the bank has another branch in nearby Van Buren, around 7 miles away. But what they're not realizing, when these places close down, not everybody has transportation. A lot of people depend on public transportation to get to these places. So having to go extra is going to take them longer. So Arkansas had a location. California had 3 locations that closed their U.S. Bank, and that is 5225 Canyon Crest. And I don't know if they're closed yet or they are closing, but these are the closures for 2024 for banks. 8949 Claremont Mesa Boulevard, San Diego. They also had one at 7404 Jackson Drive, San Diego. Washington, D.C. had one at 700 13th Street Northwest. Idaho had one at 101 South Capitol Boulevard, Boise. Illinois had 2, 400 S Lincoln Avenue, O'Fallon, 2639 North Milwaukee Avenue, Chicago. Iowa had one, 323 Reed Street and 102 East 5th Street. Kentucky had one, 127 Broadway, Irvine and Russell Street and Patty Loveless Drive in Elkhorn City. That's in Kentucky. In Minnesota, you had one at 3300 Highway 10 East Moorhead, 236 East Main Street, Blooming Prairie in Minnesota. Missouri had a few. They had 4. One in Hermitage, Shelbina, Kansas City, and Marshfield. Montana had 2. One in Chester and Shelby. And Nebraska had 1 in Beatrice, Nebraska, rather. Nevada had one at Las Vegas. Ohio had a few. They had one in Sugar Creek, Cleveland, Farmersville, Cedarville, Malvern, and Shelby. I know that probably cut off, but Oregon have quite a few. They have one in Lakeview, one in Roseburg, one in Sheridan, one in Milton, Freewater, one in Portland, and John Day, and Clatconey, Oregon. Texas had one in the Woodlands. Washington State had two in Connell and Bellingham. Wisconsin had three in Wisconsin Rapids, in Siren, and also in Watoma, Wisconsin. Wyoming had three, one in Green River, Riverton, and Worland. So they're saying the bottom line is it can be tough to find a local branch near you. You may have to drive a distance, but the bank branches are there. They're just going to be spread out further. And the reason for that is because not enough foot traffic, they say, and, you know, the economy or whatever. Maybe people not using banks like they used to use them, or they're just using online. So, of course, Walmart is not the only store that is shutting down, but a lot of people shop at Walmart. So a lot of people want to know what Walmarts have closed, what Walmarts have the potential to close, and what's just going on with Walmart in general, because they pretty much run the whole retail game, okay? People see them do stuff, and then they try to do it as well and implement it. And there are also other stores that are shutting down. So let's go to the other stores first that have shut down and are shutting down. So more than 1,600 stores are closing across the U.S. in 2024. And here is your list. At least 11 retail brands have said they're closing U.S. stores in 2024, totaling up to 1,601 locations. Family Dollar is the largest chain on the list, planning to close at least 600 of their locations. If you did not know, Dollar Tree pretty much bought out Family Dollar. And now Dollar Tree is trying to fix what they thought was going to be an easy fix. It's not. So that's why they're having to shut down a lot of their locations. Other companies such as Walmart and TJX, which is the parent company of TJ Maxx, I'm getting tongue tied, are closing a few stores while opening many more stores. Now, while the stores that are closing this year are not as many as it was in the past few years that I have been talking about, seems like forever, when Bed Bath & Beyond shut down everything, that was the bulk of those stores closing, 2,800 locations that shuttered. Okay, so you can still find Bed Bath & Beyond online, but you will not find a physical store at all. Analysts are saying that these closures could total around 45,000 over the next 5 years of these stores closing down, led largely by smaller stores going out of business, even as larger firms such as Walmart, Costco, Target, and Home Depot continue to expand. So like I just said, its parent company, Dollar Tree, said it would close 600 Family Dollar stores in the first half of the year, while an additional 370 locations are set to close in the coming years as their leases expire. They are not going to renew those leases. So you're going to lose a lot more Family Dollar stores if you shop there. CVS is in the final year of its 3-year plan to shut down 900 of the locations. I covered that as well. The company says changing populations and buying patterns led to them to reconsider how many stores they really do need. So they're not going to be renewing leases as well. Then we have Foot Locker that closed 113 locations during the physical quarter that ended on February 3rd. In the same period, the company opened 29 locations and relocated or remodeled 66. But yet and still, a lot of people have lost their jobs with Foot Locker in these other locations. I recently just told you about Conn's Furniture Store. Well, they sell more than furniture, but it's Conn's Home Plus. They sell electronics as well. They said it will close 71 locations across 13 states after filing for bankruptcy in Texas. Back in February, Macy's said that they would shut down 150 of their locations over the next 3 years, starting with 50 in 2024. Big Lots just disclosed their quarterly filings back in June, and they said they had a plan to close 35 and 40 stores this year after having closed 35 stores the prior year. But a lot has happened with Big Lots, and they are restructuring. They're still going to close those 35 to 40 stores, but they have added even more stores to that. They're not going away completely like a lot of these stores are, like LL Flooring, which is going to shut down all of their locations. Big Lots is going to lose a lot of stores as well. So a lot of people are going to be, pretty much when you look around, you're going to see abandoned buildings. Or you're going to see them pop up as those little Halloween shops and stuff like that. But I don't see anybody major moving into these buildings, because the Bed Bath & Beyond that is in Hickory, when they shut down, nothing was there for a minute. And now a Halloween store is there. And there are many more stores I could talk about. TJ Maxx, Marshalls. I just said LL Flooring. A lot of places are shutting down, but let's get to the major one that I get a lot of questions about in different videos, and that is Walmart. And what is Walmart planning to do? So let me find it. What I'm going to do is tell you what they are planning to do, and also then tell you the stores that have shut down or possibly are going to shut down. I don't know if they're shut down yet. But Walmart plans to close 7 locations across 4 states, which it said did not meet financial performance expectations. The company said earlier this year it planned for a total of 150 new upsized, new stores, like building new stores and actually remodeling some other stores. I think I've shown you that, and adding new things to their stores like mannequins and screens and more fashionable clothing, even new carts, which caused an uproar for some reason. A lot of people didn't like the new carts. I thought they were fine. But anyway, so the company said earlier this year it planned to upsize or renew 150 of their locations in the next 5 years, starting with 14 new locations in 2024. That's not to say they didn't shut any stores down. So they're opening up 14 new locations, but we're going to get into how many they have shut down. So all of the Walmarts that are shutting down in 2024, I told you is the performance. They're not performing as Walmart would want them to, so they're maybe not renewing their lease. And then they had what they say was high crime, theft, shoplifting, all of that stuff. But they also did some things to their customers. Customers aren't the only one doing things to them. They were also fined and had to pay money out for overcharging customers. So they have their issues, but they're still the #1 retailer out here. So San Diego Walmart shut down 2121 Imperial Avenue. They closed February 9th. One of the first Walmarts to go, say bye in 2024 was the Walmart Neighborhood Market on Imperial Avenue in San Diego, which officially said goodbye on February 9th. Then you had a second store in California that shut down, which was at El Cajon. Another Walmart in San Diego was closed to the public on February 9th as well. Same day as the other Walmart I just told you about. They shut down the same day, just different location. This one was El Cajon at 605 Fletcher Parkway. As the Logan Heights store customers were surprised and upset to hear the busy store was on the chopping block. So what's the real deal? Why are you really closing if this store, they're saying, it's always packed, so they don't believe that it wasn't performing? So what's the real reason? Then on February 16th, Walmart shut down a location in Ohio. A Walmart location was shuttered in Midwest Ohio as it didn't meet financial expectations. The store located at High Street in Columbus, Ohio, closed for good on February 16th. They said that the store's pharmacy, however, remained open for a little while, and then they closed on March 4th. Normally, the pharmacy will close first and then the store, and they'll send those prescriptions out to either the next Walmart near there or to another pharmacy, period. So not sure if you're keeping track, but that's store number 3 that just closed, right? So store number 4 is also in California, and that was at West Covina. And then we had a Walmart in Towson, Maryland that shut down on April 5th. Now the fourth one in California, it closed on March 29th. And then the one in Towson, Maryland, they closed on April 5th. And then there was one at Granite Bay in California. That was number 6. They shut down on April 12th. Walmart then shut down their 7th store, which was in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, on May 17th. Then Walmart shut down another store in California on May 24th. They shut down the Fremont, California location. The 9th store to shut down was in Aurora, Colorado. They shut down on June 7th. Then Walmart closed another store in Georgia, Dunwoody, Georgia. And they closed that one at Ashford Dunwoody Road on July 12th. Then their 11th store was Marietta, Georgia, which shut down July 12th as well. So, not sure if you were keeping track, but that was 11 Walmart stores that closed so far this year, 2024. And although they are opening up around the same amount, just a little bit more, 14, that's still a lot of stores. That's still a lot of employees. Not all employees from these stores remained with Walmart. When Walmart or any place really is shutting down, they give them the option of still working for them. But most of the time, not all of the time, but most of the time, those workers have to reapply to see if there is a position at that location or if they can apply for a different position. They don't just transfer over. But also, because I don't want to throw Walmart under the bus, I like Walmart. They did start in the beginning. They weren't giving packages to employees, and I guess they got some backlash on that, and then they started doing that. So if you did not start at the other store, you would receive your pay up until a certain date. And then after that, you're on your own. But anyway, just want to bring y'all a little bit of news you can use and try to answer some questions that people had about Walmart and other stores that may possibly be closing down. Y'all take care, stay safe, and I'll see y'all in the next video. If you made it this far in the video, thank you so much, because the longer you watch, the more you help me, and I need some help. Okay, so thank you for watching. Put those purple hearts in the chat, and I'll see you guys in another video today. And I'm going to try to go live later on tonight. So turn your notifications on, and y'all take care.
Never up, never down, never. Like a theme in a song, clever. I never think, I always do. Never thought I wouldn't jump, oh what a fool. But if I fall, I will get up again. Stronger than I ever been. I can see everything clearer. Trying to fly 'cause I'm light as a feather.